Hello everyone. ଆଜି ଆମେ ଏ ଟାଇଗର ଇନ୍ ଦ ହାଉସର ଡି ସେକ୍ସନ ରାଇଟିଂର ସମସ୍ତ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବା। ଡି ସେକ୍ସନର ପ୍ରଥମ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ନମ୍ବର 1, ହୁ ୱାଜ୍ ଟିମୋଥି? What made grandfather bring him with him? ତ ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେଇଯିବ Timothy was a tiger cub that was discovered by grandfather on a hunting expedition in the Tarai jungle near Dehra. When the sportsmen of party were giving up all hopes of finding a tiger and started shooting at jackals, grandfather strolled down the forest path at some distance from the rest of the party and discovered a baby tiger from the intricate roots of banana tree. He picked it up and brought it home when the camp had broken. Okay. Question number 2. Question number 2. Who were Timothy's companion and how was he brought up at home? Timothyର companion କିଏ ଥିଲେ ଓ ତାଙ୍କୁ କିପରି ଅଣାଯାଇଥିଲା? ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ companion ହେଉଛି ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେଇଯିବ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ companion ଟୋଟୋ ଦ monkey, ଯିଏକି ମାଙ୍କଡ଼। ଏ ସ୍ମଲ୍ mongrel puppy ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ companion। ଟୁ companions, ଏ ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ହିଁ ଟିମୋଥିର companions ଥିଲେ ହାଉସରେ ବା ହୋମରେ। ତ ଟୋଟୋକୁ କିପରି ଅଣାଯାଇଥିଲା? ଦ monkey was bold enough to pull the young tiger by the tail. When Timothy became angry, Toto climbed up the curtains. At first, Timothy was afraid of the puppy. Later, he allowed the puppy to crawl in on his back and rest there. They became good friends. Okay. And first, Timothy was brought up entirely on milk given to him in a feeding bottle by the cook. Then he was put on a diet of raw meat, cod liver oil, and later on he was given an attractive diet of pigeon and rabbits. Okay. ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା question number 3 को। Question number 3. Why did grandfather decide to transfer Timothy to a zoo? Zoo को नेबा ପାଇଁ କାହିଁକି ସେ decide କଲେ? ତ यार आंसर ହେଇଯିବ when Timothy was about 6 months old. ମାନେ ତବେ ତାକୁ ଯେବେ 6 ମାସ ହେଇଥିଲା, a change came over him. He became less friendly. Sometimes when the writer was taking him out, he would try to steal away to stalk a cat or other pet animals. He even did not spare the poultry house. At night, he was entering Slethy, the poultry house, and family members found feathers laying all over the veranda in the morning. So the most often Timothy had been chained up, and finally he began to stalk Mahmoud about the house with villain intent. So the grandfather decided it was to transfer him to a zoo. Okay. So we देखिबा question number 4. What things did grandfather do at the cage when he visited the zoo? ଯେତେବେଳେ grandfather visit ରେ ଯାଇଥିଲେ zoo କୁ, ତ ସେ cage ରେ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିଲେ? ହେଲା, କ'ଣ ହେଲା ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ? Answer, about 6 months later, ହେଲା, Timothy को zoo ରେ ଛାଡ଼ିବା ପରେ 6 ମାସ ପରେ, when the grandparents were visiting relatives in Lucknow, grandfather had an opportunity to visit the zoo and see Timothy. Arriving at the zoo, he went the particular cage where Timothy had been locked up. ତାକୁ ଯୋଉ ଲକଅପରେ ରଖା ହେଇଥିଲା ଟିମୋଥୀକୁ, ସେ ସେଇ ପାଖକୁ ଗଲେ। He saw the full grown tiger crouched in a corner, climbing the railing and putting him arm through the bars of the cage. The grandfather put both hands in around his head as the tiger approached the bars. He stroked the tiger's forehead and ticked his ear. ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା question number 5. हाउ डिड टाइगर रिएक्ट द ग्रैंडफादर्स एक्टिविटी ना टाइगर किपर रिएक्ट कला ग्रैंडफादर एक्टिविटी सहित आंसर हो व्हेन ग्रैंडफादर स्ट्रोक द टाइगर्स फोरहेड he ticked his ear. The tiger started licking grandfather's hand. There was a leopard in the nearby cave. When he smelled at the tiger sprang away. Every now and then, the leopard would rush at the bars, and the tiger would slink back to his corner. The tiger's reaction of the tiger to his grandfather activity was very positive and friendly. He seemed to sense grandfather emotion and act accordingly. Okay. ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା question number 6. Question number 6 କ'ଣ କହିଛି? What made grandfather became so sad? ତାକୁ କ'ଣ ଦୁଃଖିତ କରିଥିଲା ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦରକୁ and what happened to him in the end? ହେଲା ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଶେଷରେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା ହେଲା ଏଣ୍ଡରେ ଶେଷରେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେଇଯିବ grandfather came to know from the keeper that Timothy died of pneumonia 2 months ago. Okay, କ'ଣ ଟିମୋଥି 2 ମାସ ଆଗରୁ ନିମୋନିଆରେ ମୃତ୍ୟୁବରଣ କଲେଣି. The tiger whom he thought Timothy was ferocious tiger brought from the hill last month. ହେଲା ସେ ଯେଉଁ ଟିମୋଥି ଭାବିକି ଯେଉଁ ଟାଇଗର ସହିତ ଖେଳୁଥିଲେ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଡେଞ୍ଜରିୟସ୍ ଟାଇଗର ଥିଲେ ହେଲା ତାକୁ ମାସେ ଆଗରୁ ଅଣାଯାଇଛି ଗୋଟେ ନିୟର ବାଇ ହିଲ୍ରୁ. ହିୟରିଂ ଦିସ୍ ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର ବିକେମ୍ ଭେରି ସ୍ୟାଡ୍. ଓକେ ତାହା ଶୁଣି ସେ ଦୁଃଖିତ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲେ. ଏଜ୍ ଟିମୋଥି ୱାଜ୍ ଭେରି ଡିୟର୍ ଟୁ ହିମ୍ ତାଙ୍କର ବହୁତ ପ୍ରିୟ ଥିଲା ଟିମୋଥି. ତ ତାର ଯେଉଁ ମୃତ୍ୟୁର ଖବର ଶୁଣି ସେ ବହୁତ ଦୁଃଖିତ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲେ. ଏଗେନ୍ ହି ଫେଲ୍ଟ ଭେରି ସରି ଟୁ ନୋ ଆବାଉଟ୍ ଦ ଅନଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡଲି ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଦ କିପର୍ସ to the beast kept in the zoo. They never show kindness towards the animals and never try to develop a friendly attitude towards them. Okay. ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା question number 7 ଯାହାକି ଶେଷ question D section ର ହେଲା can you suggest some more lines to end the story in a different way? ହେଲା ତୁମକୁ ଆଉ କିଛି ଲାଇନ୍ ସଜେଷ୍ଟ କରିପାରିବ କି different ୱେରେ स्टोरी को एंड करिबारे. तो यार आंसर है द सैड न्यूज ऑफ द ग्रैंडफादर वाज द डेथ ऑफ टिमोथी फ्रॉम निमोनिया 2 months ago. If that had not happened, it would have been a better story. हला जो शेषरे कोन टिमोथी रो डेथ हिची ता नदी न हितांता आ बेटर स्टोरी ही पाइतांता आ किछि ही जैंतांता. The tiger would have shifted to a different cage. Okay, grandfather would have spent more happy moments with the tiger. Okay, if Timothy had not died, grandfather would have returned home happily. ହେଲା ସେ ଦୁଃଖିତ ସହିତ ଯାଇନଥାନ୍ତି ଖୁସିର ସହିତ ଯାଇଥାନ୍ତି. The ending of the story would have been delightful. Okay, ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହେଇଥାଇ ପାରିଥାନ୍ତା ଶେଷଟା. ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା ସେକ୍ସନ ନମ୍ବର E. ଦେଇଛି activity 1 ହେଲା activity 1 ରେ କ'ଣ କହିଛି read the statement under the column A. ଓକେ column A ରେ ଯେଉଁ statement ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଦେଇଛି ହେଲା ଏ statement ଗୁଡ଼ାକୁ ପଢ଼ିକି statement B ରେ ଯେଉଁ B ରେ ଦେଇଛି B ରେ କିଏ କହିଛି who said ହେଲା who said and C ରେ କହିଛି to whom କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି. କିଏ ଏଠାରେ ହେଉଛି କିଏ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଏଠାରେ କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ହେଲା କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି. ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ଯିବ ଏ ରେ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚन ଆଇ ବିକମ୍ ଦ ୱାନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ଟାଇଗର୍ସ ଫେଭରାଇଟ୍. ହେଲା କିଏ କହିଛି ଏ ଲାଇନ୍ଟା କିଏ କହିଛି ଦ ରାଇଟର କହିଛନ୍ତି. କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ରିଡର୍ସ ଯେ ପଢୁଛି ତାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି. ହେଲା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ହେଉଛି ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଟକିଂ ଟୁ ଟିମୋଥି. ହେଲା ଟକିଂ ଟୁ ଟିମୋଥି ସହିତ ମୁଁ କଥା ହେଉଛି କିଏ କହିଛି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର କହିଛନ୍ତି. ହେଲା କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଦ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ କିପର. ଓକେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଥାର୍ଡରେ ଅଛି ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ୟୁର ଟାଇଗର ଏହା ତମ ବାଘ ନୁହେଁ ଏଇଟା କିଏ କହିଛି ହେଲା କିଏ କହିଛି ଦ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ କିପର. ହେଲା କାହାକୁ କହିଛି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦରକୁ କହିଛି. ହେଲା ସେହିପରି ଆଇ ରିଏଲାଇଜ୍ ହି ଇଜ୍ ନୋ ଲଙ୍ଗର ମାଇ ହେଲା ଏଟା କିଏ କହିଛି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ତ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ କିପରକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ହି ଡାଏଡ୍ 2 months ago या କିଏ କହିଛି ତ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ କିପର କହିଛି କାହାକୁ କହିଛି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦରକୁ କହିଛି ଗୁଡ୍ ନାଇଟ୍ ଟିମୋଥି ହେଲା ଇଏ କିଏ କହିଛି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର କହିଛନ୍ତି କାହାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଟିମୋଥିକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ହେଲା ଏହା ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି 2 ହେଲା ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି 2 ରେ କହିଛି ରିଡ୍ ଦ ଫଲୋଇଂ ଜମ୍ପଲ୍ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ହେଲା ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଓଲଟା ପାଲଟା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ତାକୁ ଆରେଞ୍ଜ କରିବାର ଅଛି ପ୍ରପର ଅର୍ଡରରେ to get the summary of the story the tiger in the house ଯାହା ଆମ ପାଠର ନା the tiger in the house ଦେଖିବା ପ୍ରଥମେ କୋଉଟା ହେବ ପ୍ରଥମେ ହେବ number 3 Timothy was discovered by grandfather on a hunting expedition and was brought home second ଆସିବ Timothy was brought up properly with an attractive and good diet ହେଲା ତାକୁ ତାପରେ ହେଇଯିବ 9 Timothy lived happily like one of the member of the writer's family okay ତାପରେ 5 number ଆସିଯିବ when Timothy was about 6 months old a change came over him ହେଲା ତାପରେ ଆସିଯିବ number 1 grandfather took Timothy to Lucknow zoo ତାପରେ ନେଇ ଗଲେ Lucknow zoo କୁ ତାପରେ 4 number ଆସିବ zoo authorities were glad to receive the well-fed and fairly civilized tiger as a gift ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର ତାକୁ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ନୌ ଜୁକୁ ନେଇକି ଗଲେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ 6 ରେ ଆସିବ about 6 months later grandfather visit the zoo to see Timothy ହେଲା 6 ମାସ ପରେ ପୁଣି ଦେଖା କରିବାକୁ ଗଲେ 8 ନମ୍ବର ଆସିବ ପୁଣି ତାପରେ the keeper said that the tiger had died 2 months ago ତାପରେ ତାକୁ ସେ ଜାଣି ପାରିଲେ କିପର କହିଲା ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର କୁ ସେ 2 ମାସ ଆଗରୁ ମୃତ୍ୟୁବରଣ କରିସାରିଛି ତାପରେ ଆସିବ 7 ନମ୍ବର ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡଫାଦର ଲେଫ୍ଟ ଦ ଜୁ ଭେରି ସ୍ୟାଡଲି ସେ ଦୁଃଖର ସହିତ ଜୁରୁ ଚାଲି ଆସିଲେ ହେଲା ଏହା ଥିଲା ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି 2 ର ସବୁ ଆନ୍ସର ତେବେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓଟି ଭଲ ଲାଗିଥିଲେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଲାଇକ୍ ଆଉ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଓ ନିଜ ସାଙ୍ଗମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେୟାର ମଧ୍ୟ କରନ୍ତୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ।